Speak of the devil. Man, shut down. Come on, party over. What you mean why I'm mad? Get aside, man. Get over. Party over, man. Nut ass, man. Come on, man. Party over, man. Shut this nut ass down, man.
Josline Hernandez is no stranger to the spotlight. Known for her unapologetic attitude and fearless personality, she quickly became a standout figure on Love Hip Hop. Her sharp wit, charisma, and ability to take on any challenge made her a fan favorite, solidifying her as one of reality TV's most unforgettable stars. She projected strength and independence, making it hard for anyone to imagine her in a vulnerable position. Yet, even the strongest people have battles they fight in silence. Josline recently revealed a heartbreaking truth about her relationship with Ballistic, a music producer she had once described as her rock. Beneath their public displays of love and success, she endured a pattern of abuse that left her feeling isolated and broken. The glamorous facade they carefully curated only served to hide the pain and turmoil Josline faced behind the scenes. But sometimes, even the boldest personalities hide their deepest pain behind closed doors. For Josline, pulling back the curtain on this chapter of her life was no easy feat, but her story shines a light on the reality many choose to ignore.
What's wrong with you feeding somebody fruit? And then you telling the young boy, oh, don't tell nobody about what we did today, man. All this, man. Man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you a nut, man. You not an example. You a nut.
What's wrong?
You a nut ass broad. That's what you are.
Are you kidding me?
Man, you disrespect me. I told you, treat me like a king. You don't disrespect me, man.
Josline and Ballistic were the kind of couple that made people stop and admire. From glamorous red carpet appearances to affectionate posts on social media, they seemed like the perfect match. Fans loved how Josline, known for her fiery personality on Love Hip Hop, seemed to have found someone who complemented her energy. Together, they portrayed a life filled with love, success, and luxury, a partnership that looked like it could withstand anything. Their social media was a highlight reel of shared moments, smiling selfies, romantic getaways, and public declarations of love. To the world, they were a power couple, navigating life together with grace and style. Ballistic often appeared in Josline's posts, with captions that spoke of devotion and a strong bond. To outsiders, it looked like she had found the stability and support she deserved after years of personal and professional struggles. But as we've learned too often, the picture-perfect life can sometimes be nothing more than a facade. Behind the carefully curated images was a relationship that, according to Josline, was unraveling in the most heartbreaking ways. In her candid revelations, Josline recalls how the abuse didn't start with dramatic outbursts or physical violence, but with small, unsettling moments that slowly escalated. What began as minor arguments over everyday issues soon turned into heated confrontations. Ballistic's temper, which initially seemed like frustration from stress, began to flare over the smallest things, trivial matters that Josline thought would pass with time. At first, she tried to make sense of it. Josline, ever the fighter, believed they could work through these rough patches. She excused his behavior, attributing it to external pressures or misunderstandings. I thought he just needed time, she admitted, reflecting on those early days. She hoped these issues were temporary hurdles they could overcome together. After all, she had weathered storms before and believed this was just another test of their relationship. Little did she know, these early warning signs were just the beginning of a much darker journey.
I wasn't able to take that, so I just demanded some respect. I was very upset.
As time went on, the arguments turned into something far more damaging. Josline opened up about the emotional abuse that began to define their relationship. Ballistic's harsh words and constant criticism started to chip away at her confidence. His temper wasn't just an occasional flare, it became a regular part of their dynamic. She described how he would belittle her, turning everyday disagreements into opportunities to undermine her worth. I started questioning myself, she shared, her voice heavy with emotion. Was I really the problem? Was I not good enough? These thoughts began to consume her. For someone as independent and self-assured as Josline, this emotional toll was devastating. Over time, she found herself withdrawing from friends and family. Like many victims of emotional abuse, she became isolated both physically and emotionally. She stopped seeking comfort or advice from people who cared about her, fearing judgment or misunderstanding. Her sense of identity began to erode, replaced by doubt and insecurity. Even as her persona remained bold and unshaken, Josline's private world was crumbling. The woman who had faced countless battles on Love Hip Hop now struggled to recognize herself in the mirror. And just when she thought things couldn't get worse, the took a new turn. For Josline, the shift from emotional to physical was devastating. She shared how one traumatic incident became her breaking point. What started as a heated argument turned out of control. She described the overwhelming fear that gripped her as the situation escalated. I froze, she said, her voice trembling. I didn't know what to do. The physical fight left more than just visible scars, it left her grappling with a storm of emotions. She felt fear, knowing that the person she once trusted had crossed a line that could never be uncrossed. Shame soon followed as she began to blame herself for not seeing the signs earlier. And most devastatingly, she felt trapped, unsure of how to escape without risking further harm or public scrutiny. Josline admitted in that moment, I realized the man I once trusted was no longer the person I thought he was. It was a crushing realization, but it marked the beginning of her journey toward reclaiming her life.
I'm so f***ing mad this nigga put his hands on me. Like, gee, I swear, oh, man, you gonna put your hands on me? Gee, I'm like in a state of shock, y'all. Like, it ain't nothing that man can say to justify why he rushed me like that last night. I get I knocked your bitch out, but your bitch is steady rushing me, steady attacking, just kicked the out of me. When Josline kicked me, Ballistic like, yeah, Amber, you gonna keep running up and she gonna keep doing it to your ass. She gonna drop kick your ass again. He was airing it on, geeking it up when she kicked me. But soon as I deck her ass, now you wanna rush me? What the f*** you think this is? This ain't Josline's world. This ain't Josline's life. Josline will get her ass whooped just like anybody else.
Coming to terms with her situation wasn't easy. Josline wrestled with feelings of guilt and shame, wondering if she had somehow contributed to the toxicity. She also feared the judgment that might come from fans and the media. As a public figure, she worried that revealing the truth could damage her career, which she had worked so hard to build. But as the days turned into weeks, Josline began to understand that silence only perpetuated the cycle of abuse. She realized that staying quiet meant giving the situation power over her. Speaking out became not just a necessity but a lifeline for herself and for others who might be facing similar struggles. With immense courage, Josline made the decision to share her story. It wasn't just about exposing the truth, but about breaking free from the control and fear that had overshadowed her life. She knew that her voice could make a difference, that her experiences could help others recognize their own struggles and find the strength to leave. Her bravery became a light in the darkness for countless others suffering in silence, a friend revealed. Josline's decision to speak out wasn't just a personal victory, it was a powerful statement of resilience and hope. Now, Josline has turned her pain into a message of empowerment. To those who might be in similar situations, her advice is clear: recognize the signs of early. She emphasized that emotional often precedes physical violence and that belittling, controlling behavior should never be dismissed as normal or acceptable. She urged anyone experiencing to seek help, whether from friends, family, or professional organizations. Josline said, "You don't have to go through this alone. There's always someone out there who will listen and support you." Her most powerful message was a reminder of self-worth. You are worthy of love and respect. No one deserves to live in fear for Josline. Reclaiming her power meant rejecting the idea that her past defined her and embracing the possibility of a better future.
Tells me that I'm beautiful when nobody told me growing up.
So it's very clear why you want that commitment so bad. Because it's going to confirm for you some things that people told you you weren't worth having. We all need love. But when you show up in a day and you feel like, oh, I might not get it.
Josline's story has opened the door to a much-needed conversation about domestic, showing that it can affect anyone regardless of fame, fortune, or perceived strength. Abuse doesn't discriminate, and Josline's revelations remind us that even celebrities, who often appear to lead picture-perfect lives, can face unimaginable struggles behind closed doors. Her courage to speak out also sheds light on the stigma surrounding domestic violence, particularly in celebrity culture. Many public figures fear judgment, backlash, or damage to their careers, often staying silent as a result. Josline's decision to break that silence challenges these taboos and emphasizes the importance of prioritizing one's safety and mental health over societal expectations. One fan commented, "Abusive behaviors often start off gradual and mild and escalate as time goes on. In all honesty, sometimes we ignore the red flags at the beginning of this and often bury them because we either want to deny that our relationship is not what we thought it would be, and because we ignored the first signs we actually enable the abuse to deepen." Another one wrote, "Josline is a product of the environment she was raised in. She has experienced nothing but being physically abused in her life. She doesn't know a better way of life. She's not interested in learning about living a better life for she and her daughter." Josline doesn't have an ounce of love for herself. The only victim is her innocent daughter who sees and hears everything she's living the lifestyle her mother lived as a child. Now, Josline's journey toward healing has been one of rediscovery and rebuilding. She's focused on regaining her confidence and sense of self piece by piece after enduring years of pain. Through therapy, support from loved ones, and her unwavering determination, she has begun to reclaim the life she deserves. What's more inspiring is her commitment to using her platform to advocate for others in similar situations. Josline has been vocal about the importance of awareness, encouraging fans to educate themselves about the signs of abuse and offering resources to those in need. Her final message is one of empowerment: no one deserves to suffer in silence. While Josline's strength is a testament to the power of speaking out, and her courage serves as an inspiration to us all, she continues to remind her fans and followers that their worth is never defined by the hardships they face, but by the strength they show in overcoming them. Her story isn't just one of pain, it's one of resilience, hope, and the fight for a brighter future. If you've been moved by Josline's courage, let her story inspire you to act. Like this video, share it to spread awareness, and subscribe for more updates on the latest celebrity stories and important conversations that matter. Together, we can help bring these critical issues to light.